third grade. We are doing a special activity to finish up the executive branch of our 3 branches of government today for social studies on Thursday the 12th. So here's the plan. You all are going to work on composing a letter to the President of the United States, and you are going to write to the President. Or I will also give you the option to write to the First Lady if you prefer. Either way, we're going to compose a letter asking them questions, telling them a little bit about yourself, and sending it off. And as we know, the executive and the First Lady are very busy people, but I do believe that they will eventually respond to you. And how do I know that? Well, when we moved to this area, we were super excited about the history and being so close to DC and the White House. So my daughter Nina actually wrote to the White House. And we did hear back from the First Lady and from the President separately. So what we got back was a manila envelope from each of them like this. And there were all kinds of cool things in there. Let's see. There are things like a autographed photograph of Barack Obama, who was president at the time, and another autographed photograph of him and his family. And they're all much older now. This was a while ago. This was 2015. They also sent us pictures and information on their pets. So this one is Sunny, and this one is Bo. And on the back, there's all kinds of information about them. So if you're interested in pets, they let you know what the pet's like and different things about them. Fun fact, Bo was a gift to the Obama family from Senator Ted Kennedy and his wife, Vicki. So little fun facts about their pets. They also sent a whole pamphlet on the art in the White House, which is really cool if you like art. I know everybody has different interests, but it gave a little bit of history. And if you notice, where was it? Right here is the painting that they point out in our video from Tuesday. That is the President Bush brought this one on. It's in the green room, and it's a depiction of the Simple Construction site. And it's a modern painting, which was new and unusual. Okay, and then they send you a map and an inside view of the White House, which is kind of neat. And you also get this when you tour the White House. I don't know if any of you have had the chance to do that. I can't wait to read your answers when I ask you that question. But we did tour the White House, and we did see all of these rooms, and it was a really cool experience. So you get this in your pamphlet. And then this was like a interview of the President with maybe different questions you could ask. So when you're thinking about your letter, when you're writing to the President or the First Lady, tell them a little bit about yourself. Tell them, you know, what grade you're in, that you could tell them that you're writing this as a class assignment, studying the branches of government in the executive branch. If you wanted to, you could tell them just what you're into. Anything you want, really, that's okay with your family that you're sharing. Some questions you can ask the President. These are some examples that they sent us. Who's your best friend? What's your favorite book? Do you get days off as the President? What's your favorite subject in school? What sports did you play? And then what it says at the bottom was, what can kids do to make our country better? And this is what Mr. Obama said, or I should say President Obama. I encourage all students to dream big dreams, set goals, and put their best effort into everything they do. Goals can be as simple as doing homework, paying attention in class, or spending time each day reading a book. Maybe you will choose to get involved in an extracurricular activity or volunteer in your community. Maybe you will decide to stand up for kids who are being teased or bullied. Whatever you resolve to do, I want you to commit to it and work hard at it. I am expecting great things from your generation. So am I. The other cool part was Nina actually did get a letter back from the president answering her letter that she wrote. And it is on White House stationery, and you probably can't really see this that well, but the White House seal is pressed into this paper right there. And as you will see in your attached example for writing letters, they have here Nina's name, the Fairfax, Virginia. The salutation is Dear Nina, okay? And you will follow the guide if you would like that I attached to your daily lesson today. There is for you to use there an example of a letter format. There's an example there how to fill out your envelope. I believe there's a checklist of different things to make sure that you did before you send your letter off. And there's even something you can print if your parents do have a printer to make your own envelope if you guys don't have envelopes around that you can spare to send off. The only thing is, to actually send your letter, you will need a stamp. So you're going to have to ask your mom and dad if they can spare a stamp and help you send that off. Otherwise, it won't get there. Okay? So make sure you ask for permission. And I included how you are to address the envelope. We don't write President Trump. We just write the President. We write the White House and then the address. And that's for you on your daily lesson plan as well. So let's hear what President Barack Obama had to say to Nina back in December 2015. Dear Nina, thank you for writing. Stories from young people like you inspire me every day, and I am glad you took the time to tell me a little about your life. In the years ahead, always remember that nothing is beyond your reach as long as you are willing to dream big and work hard. If you stay focused on your education, I know there are no limits to what you can achieve. Thank you again for sharing your story with me. I wish you all the best. Sincerely, Barack Obama. So, if we go through this exercise and you write your letter properly and it gets to the White House, eventually you will get some sort of answer from the President or the First Lady. Nina did write separately to the First Lady, so she got 2 of these, and the First Lady's packet was different. So if you want to write 2 letters, you can if you're interested in this, but I want you to choose at least one. Please write either to the First Lady or to the President. You can address it the same, but for the First Lady you would say the First Lady instead of the President, okay? Have fun with this. Ask them what you really want to know. What we've learned so far about the 3 branches of government, you can incorporate that, or you could just ask, hey, what's your favorite anything? What's your favorite color? Whatever you want. You could ask them if it's hard to be the president and make big decisions, and whatever you really want to know what it's like to be the president, okay? So I challenge you to do that. I want you to write a rough draft in your notebook, and then you can write your final on your paper once you've thought through all your ideas and you have a nice, neat final letter to send off, okay? Great. Good luck with this and have fun with it.